Hello everyone, my name is Corazar, and welcome back to Rusty Gears Season 2. We are back in the world, and if you have a sharp ear, you might hear that I am busy cooking up some food, and that's because I haven't been on for most of the week, and all of our food we had turned into mush. So, yep, just making a pot of food before we go out. But I wanted to show you that I did in fact do some landscaping here. I got this little start of a path in and used up pretty much all of my chalk stone and then some. And I see a wolf over there chasing something nifty. Anyway, today's plan after we get some food is I want to head up to the community center, which I think is up here, and see what tools are available to borrow. Because I know Per has been... Oh, I heard that. I know Per has been busy putting together some community tools that we can borrow to go and sort of bootstrap ourselves. And then I want to go and find some copper. And that is going to be the goal today. Is we're going to find some copper, we're going to bring it back, we're going to avoid wolves. Boy, that guy is really close, but I don't see him. And yet you'll see that there is some action going on here. It's kind of hard to avoid recording anybody's stuff when our house is sort of smack dab in the middle. But yep, some of that stuff may not be ready yet, but that's just the reality of things. Anyway, yep, we were going to go looking for copper, and specifically we're going to go through the north teleporter, since that is our assigned teleporter. And I also might stop by here. I did leave some larch logs here that I found. Well, I found a tree, cut it down, and I didn't have room for them. So I dropped them in there, and may grab those on the way back at the very least. Now it is kind of getting toward night, so I might leave our exploration until the morning, but then we will be off. So yeah, I'm going to do probably a little bit more gathering and poking around here. Oh, someone has a trap, I think. Yeah, I'm going to do some sort of gathering around here and just seeing what's going on. And then we will start our journey. Howdy folks, it is now morning, and that means it is about time for us to go out. There is a rift out there that's been whirling and blaring all night, but the first thing I want to do before we leave is we have 10 flax twine. I want to go ahead and we're going to make our first 2 linen sacks, because I want the extra storage space. So let's go ahead and get you out of there. There we go. That should do. And then we can take a knife to these hand baskets, break them down to cattails, and call it a day. And now we are suddenly sporting 4 more inventory slots than before, and that is perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to head out. And is it raining? It's raining, of course it is. Let's go up to the community center. Now, I did spy a bear out here while I was out and about yesterday. Didn't bother him. He or she didn't bother me. But it does make me a bit nervous. They were sitting right by that little thing right there. So I'm going to be jumping a bit to see if I can get a vantage point from which to see said bear. Oh, there's the bear. Yeah, we're just going to scoot on by. And hopefully our quiet scuttling will not bother the bear. Now right up here... Oh, this is the ruin that I had previously stashed some loot in. It looks like it has been taken over. That's okay. The polar bear I'm significantly less okay with. But it seems to be stuck on something. Why are you stuck, buddy? And do I want to get close enough to find out? You are just charging away there, aren't you? Well, I guess I lost my, my larch. But we'd have the trees now. Whose is this? Charcoal pit. Oh, okay. That's cool. I'm down. But I believe this is the community center. Let's go see if we can find out. Why are you stuck there, and can I safely come past you? Tell you what, we'll go around. We have a sign here, says Community Crop and Berry Farms. Oh, that's cute. Oh, and a little hobbit hole. I think this is Purr's house. That is cute. I love it. This is great. Let's check this place out. I think this is the... Ooh. Is this the community center? I'm not positive. Can we close you? There we go. I don't know. I'm afraid to touch anything. Or is this over here still the community center? I think this might be the place I'm looking at. Oh. Hi, Aladark. I think Aladark is not in chat at the moment. But, yeah. So, this is our little community center, and I have not taken part in much of this since, well, anything since last weekend. We have some charred rye bread. Okay, so here we are. Ooh, a pro pick. Cool. Well, we're going to go ahead and we will make a pick and a pro pick. Oh, and then we're going to need to relight our torch, all of them. So I'm going to go ahead and do that here in just a moment. Anyway. Oh. And I believe there is a pit full of wolves right there, I'm pretty sure. They are very loud. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and relight my torches, and we're going to get moving on making these tools. And there we go. Let's go ahead and we're going to cool these off, if I can not miss. Yeah, there we go. Haven't done that much in the guide series. And actually, once they stop bubbling, they're still not usually cool. They're often still a couple hundred degrees Celsius, so we'll give them a couple seconds, and now we should be good. There we go. We have our very first pickaxe and our very first pro pick, and with that we now owe 2 copper ingots back to the community, but I think we'll bring back some more just to help keep this place stocked up for everybody who needs it. And maybe, if we're lucky, we'll even find some tin out there while prospecting. So I'm going to... That bear freaks me out. Oh, and these buttons do too. So let's go ahead and where is the... There you are. So I have not been through our north gate yet, so I don't really know what to expect, but let's go and see where we end up. Boom. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and mark this as teleporter, home, and we'll make this one cyan. We're going to pin you. Great, so now that we're here, let's get started prospecting. Because we are basically assigned an area, and ours is north, and that's where we need to get most, not all, but most of our resources from in order to help keep things a little more balanced back home. Let's grab you, and let's see if we can break like you. We have a granite area, so we have a good chance of having a lot of interesting and useful ores here, but not, unfortunately, things like lead. What do we have in this area? We have hematite, pentlandite, and cinnabar. That's iron, nickel, and cinnabar. And we don't want any of those right now. We will later, but at the moment, not so much. So let's go ahead and we're just going to... Oh, we have surface tin here? Are you kidding me? This is coming home with us pronto. That... I don't know how rare it is on the server. I know that by default, surface tin is normally quite rare. So we're going to go ahead and take this and bring it home. Even though it is poor, it is still tin. We want all the help we can get. Anyway, I'll see you all on the other side of this tin deposit here. And we'll see how much we get. Alright everyone, it is morning, and we have... Well, actually I already put it away. We have a pretty good start to tin. We have 23 poor chunks and 4 nuggets, which equates to 27 nuggets. That is enough for something like about 14... It's either 7 or 14 bars of tin bronze. That's a pretty hefty start. Let's grab these seeds, or not. We'll leave them. We just left them. We totally left them alone. Yep, that's us. And it looks like, although we are not specifically using north-south, north is cold, south is hot, we do look like we are in a very cold area here. I spy a trader down here. Let's go say hi. What are you? Quartz. Let's leave you for now. Luxuries trader. Yes. Oh boy. Oh man. Fun stuff. Hey buddy. Yeah, you're gonna be one of my favorite people eventually. And you know what? While we're here, I love the blue cornflower for decoration. So before it gets snapped up by someone else for dye, let's go ahead and we're going to schwink this. Okay, let's get back on the road. We're going to try to keep heading more north. I'd rather not accidentally end up, like, circling back down to anywhere too close to the main area. So we will just kind of go north from here and leave everything in between as kind of no man's land. Now, we will be keeping an eye open for all manner of things. We have a pine forest. Ooh, we have, of course, I have some resin. We'll take it. I'm going to mostly try to keep a weapon out because we are in absolutely prime wolf and bear territory. So if you spot any copper on the ground or resin in a tree, shout. And tell me. I'm not really going to prod the trees too much because I'm not really here for resin, but I figure if I can take a peek, then I will. Yeah, let's do one here, why not? I'll take one from you so I don't disturb anything too much. And we'll disturb you, why not? And then you. Nickel and iron again, okay. So let's go a bit farther out. And then we'll try again, see if we can get a reading on some copper or something. Something we can really sink our pickaxes into. I'm not a fan of these woods. Hello. Deep pits. It is calm, so not too dangerous till we get actually down there. Ooh. But yeah, I will bring y'all back if I start to die from falling in one of these pits, or if we find something interesting, like copper. Good windy morning, everyone. We are out and about, and I have been prospecting north of our little teleporter here, and I found some copper pretty close by. It did take me the better part of a day. We have in the lake here about a 16 per meal, and over here 13.2. And I have a little hovel here where I spent the night. And I think what we're going to do is I'm going to go and take out all these reeds here and make us some of the retractable ladders. And that way we can put the ladders down and then pick them back up when we're done, which I think is kind of important because we're low on sticks. So I'll get that going, and then I think we're just going to go ahead and we'll probably dig down, like, right out here. And we'll see what we get. And if nothing, then we'll probably try digging inside our little hovel and see what we find there, too. So, I'm going to get to work I'll probably have to make a couple more knives, but that's okay. We have plenty of material for that. And I will see you all when we're ready to go and dig down. Well, well, well. Look at what we have here. Some copper. We may not have to dig down too far, at least for the surface stuff. But let's see what we can find. I'm going to take out the rest of these guys first, and then we'll check out that copper. Now, bear in mind that the ProPic in density search mode does not detect surface copper. This is independent of the sort of area density. So this copper was not being picked up by the ProPic. That is deeper copper. But we will take a look and get what we can from this anyway. Because why wouldn't we? Okay, here we are at the copper. Let's go ahead and we're going to just make a whole bunch of these. There we go, 14. Let's see. We get 3. So 21 rope ladders. That won't get us down very far. But for this at least, it should be fine. So we're going to go ahead and just dig straight down. And start dropping some ladders. There we have our first medium copper ore. And we are apparently full up, because of you. There we go. And I didn't bring a torch with me at the moment, but that's okay. We will survive. This probably isn't a very large deposit, which is unfortunate, but we will make do with what we can find here. Hi, your friends. Anyway, yeah, that's not too bad. Is there anything else here? Nothing. Okay. It is high, apparently. Well, we're just going to book it out of here. Although, you know what? We might want to... Tell you what, I'm going to get the rest of the cattails from around here. We'll make as many ladders as we can. And then we'll just head down from here, I think is the way to do it. Since we already have the hole, we'll head straight down. We're probably in a pretty good area. It's probably pretty close to the 16 that we got in the next chunk over. Let's just double check. Oh yeah, even higher, 16.5. We're going to head down, straight down here, after I go and leave off some of the stuff in our basket. So I'll pick up back with you all when we are heading down. Okay, everyone, we are back. We're going to go ahead and we're going to build a little safety shelter just to keep most of the crawlies out. We're going to head down pretty far. I will start checking. I'm not quite sure when I'll start checking, but maybe even just now. I don't want to check too frequently because this thing does not have much durability. So nothing nearby. We're going to head down, and I'll bring y'all back when I find a copper node. Hey, hey! We have verified huge amounts of copper. Now, we do have a bit of a problem, is that it is very temporally negative here. So we're going to need to be very careful about how we do things. Very large. We're going to see about what direction this needs to go in, or we need to go in. Okay, we are probably right above it, so we're going to go ahead and we're just going to start digging a bit of a spiral staircase down. Since we are out of ladders, and it is probably, oh, right there. Oh, it is rich copper? Oh, you bet. You bet your britches. And we're going to take the time here to lay down as much stone as we can once we're about done here. Probably before we leave to go let our stability recover. Anyway, this is a great deposit, so we're going to go ahead and mine out as much as we can carry, or rather as much as our pickaxe will survive for, and then we'll bundle it up, take a look, head home, and start, well, building our own tools, replenishing the community's supply of copper, and then we'll see where we go from there. So I will see all of you on the other side of this copper vein, or what little bit we can actually mine out with our very low-level pickaxe. Okay, everyone, our pick is dead. Our wheel is spinning backwards rapidly. We have 1, 2, 3 stacks of rich copper, part of a stack of medium copper, and a rich crystallized chunk of copper. Oh, and some more rich chunks of copper. And we have still left tons of copper here. This is actually 2 blocks deep, pretty much the whole way around, because it sinks down into the terrain along with the lake. So we're going to head back. I'm going to go ahead and, if I can get up here, we are going to replenish the copper supply at the community center, and then I think we'll make maybe our first bronze pickaxe, and probably a whole bunch of other bronze stuff, at least bronze ingots to bring with us, and then we will head home and call it a day. Anybody out here? Ooh, it is high. Yikes. Not a fan. Not a fan. Anyway, I will see you all back at the community center, and we will get our copper and bronze going on. Okay, we are here. It is time to figure out what to do with our inventory. I guess we can unload here. Sure, why not? We'll just make some space, and then we'll get right to it. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and heat some ingots up. Probably replace these guys with the ingot molds, and get some of these guys down. And yeah, let's get that going. Debt repaid. Thanks, community. And we're going to hightail it home and get all this stuff out of our inventory so that we can safely and effectively continue mining out that copper. Oh, and our torch, of course, is out. But we have made it home with our goodies intact. Alright, good deal. And of course, we forgot to bring our food with us because we are dummies. But there we go. Okay, well, let's go ahead and we're going to start building up a little stash of bronze ingots here. And I think what we'll do, for the time being, we will probably just take a couple up with us when we need to forge things. I would like to get our own anvil going on here so that we can all have something to smith on down here without having to go all the way up to the community center. But for now, we'll just travel with them. And I did find, well, it's kind of hard to get up there. Let's scoot our way up. There we go. I did find, over here, there is some cassiterite to be found in this area probably. So we should get some of that, and we should finish getting this copper ore from that mine here, and then we should probably restock the community center with some tin bronze, or maybe just tin and copper ore for people to do with what they need to. Oh, we still have this too, of course. That'll become mush by the time I log on next. And yes, that's actually one of the things about multiplayer servers, is that in the guide world, we didn't really need to worry about food preservation as much, aside from in the winter a little bit. However, on a server, because time often passes when you're not online, your food will just be completely spoiled when you log in. And for that reason, I think eventually we're going to want to look for maybe someplace like this. This is like a savanna, I think, judging by the tree colors. We might want to settle somewhere warm, and that way we can just leave our crops in the ground year-round and not really worry about them. That was how I lived on the Aura Fury original server. I forget what the name is. Ancient Paths, I think. Oh, and there's someone out in that direction. But yeah, that was how I lived, and I was able to just leave things sitting in the ground and didn't have to worry about food spoilage. Let's go ahead and get our hammer up here, and we'll get our pickaxes done. Yes, there we go. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get all of our stuff unloaded, and then I think that will be it. Anyway, everyone, that is about all the time we have for this episode of Rusty Gears. I hope you enjoyed our little escapade and our discovery of bountiful seams of copper in the ground. And yeah. And I hope you like what Per and the others are doing with the community center, because they are doing some great work there. In between episodes, I think I'm going to go and mine out the rest of that copper, maybe get some more of that tin, and that way we can start maybe thinking about building something that's not just a little hovel in the ground, although it is nice and comfy here, isn't it? So, you can look forward to that. As always, my name has been Corazar. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.